Hello.
Introduce yourselves.
Chance, why don't you go ahead, Mr. Star over here? Go ahead. It's okay.
Can I, Dad?
Yeah.
Thanks, Dad. I'm Chance.
Hello, Chance.
That was Chance.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god.
Chance, go ahead. Continue, please.
About what?
I don't
know what we're
There's
doing
no
here.
structure
I
right
don't
now.
know.
I'm breaking out.
Our ringleader's putting up a background.
Ringleader, I like that.
Yeah.
I'll take ringleader any day.
Fucking circus.
It's a good photo.
You tell who the alpha
Thank you.
is in the room.
Good photo.
It's not Chance.
So on our far right, we have Chance Heck,
Yeah.
professional actor, fight choreographer. I feel like probably professional stunt person at this point.
Not a lot of that actually.
Okay.
So I have done a little bit of
Do you
professional
wanna
stunt
get
work,
into that?
but yeah, sometime.
Groovy.
Yeah.
Next to him on Chance's left, we have Troy.
Yep, I'm Troy.
And I don't know how to
You're
pronounce.
introducing people.
I don't know how to pronounce your last name.
Troy Annabelle.
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 I was going to do that bit that we talked about you not wanting to do, so that's why I kind of stalled out there.
Thank you.
You're welcome. In the middle, we have. I was going to make a dirty joke. I'm Shay. Shay Morrell. Spelt Shia. Moral.
It's true.
I think all the Shays are spelled the same way yours is.
All the Shays?
I think so. I've never met a Shay who wasn't spelled your way. I guess I've met an S-H-A-Y.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like it's like a 50-50.
A-E.
I guess
A-A-I.
Okay.
Yeah, I've seen them all ways. The only place I've seen my name spelled the way that it's spelled my way is on like shea butter,
Oh.
Yeah.
and that's where
finest
that's
of the
where
butters.
that's where it comes from, folks. Like
Peanut
that's
butter's pretty good.
No.
no. To my left is the incomparable,
No.
gorgeous
Jesus Christ.
Krista Hilker.
Hello.
And to her left, her brother, project manager, post-production audio technician, Brett Hilker. So welcome.
Hello.
This is the first one. This is the first podcast. We almost didn't make it.
Almost.
The computer literally tried to die right before we got started here. So
Honestly, jury's still out. We'll see what happens. Who
it
knows?
could, yeah. If you see smoke in the background, let us know. We will receive that comment after everything's burned to the ground, but it will be useful.
Yeah, we do not have a fire extinguisher.
No.
Oh, solid.
Actually, if there's smoke, this podcast isn't even going to be made. So,
I mean,
Oh,
This
man.
room is very flammable right now.
Yeah.
there's a lot of cardboard and wood.
Shit.
Bright lights.
So let's, I guess let's get into a little bit of what we got going on here. So, Urban Groom Productions, subsection company Point and View, focuses on creative video and cinematic entertainment. We put together this team of fine individuals. What was it? About 2 months ago now.
Has it really been that long?
It was
yet?
late February 24th. I think
Yeah.
was the first
Wow.
meeting. Yeah.
So yeah.
So,
that's
month and a
over.
half.
April,
Then,
month and a
yeah.
half. It's been, I know, it's just been clipping along.
Crazy.
Good job, team.
It has been pretty excellent.
Yeah, a few videos out.
Couple of videos out. Check us out at urbangroomproductions.com
Plugs.
/ Point in View, or on YouTube at The Point in View. I don't know. Take it away, team. What have
Do you have any
your
questions?
experiences been so far? How's life been treating you in this lane? Chance, I know you've got a lot of positive feedback so far about stuff that's been going on.
I'm actually a known cunt, so I don't know if I'm the best person to start off with.
Wow, just just going right in there with the most offensive word in the English language.
I mean, I feel like racial slurs are worse. If I can't say cunt, like, whatever. It's fine.
You're making it really hard for me because now I have to edit out your swears.
You have to edit out swears?
For this, I feel like cunt and the N-word are probably the only ones I would edit
That
out.
was the only one that I won't utter, probably. Any racial stuff.
Nincompoop. That's what we're talking about.
Nincompoop.
Troy,
Is that my phone?
are you pocket dialing someone?
Good God.
I'm doing something.
Is it your ex-girlfriend? I told you
No.
to not be a part of that situation
Yeah,
anymore.
It's not, don't worry about that anymore.
I am worried about it. I worry about it all the time.
You don't need to trust me. You don't need to
Krista,
worry about that
remember
anymore.
recently I commented about that?
Yes, you did.
Yes,
Yeah.
I did.
Yeah, I'm telling you, you don't need to worry about it anymore.
Cool.
Anymore.
Yeah.
You've taken care of it?
It's been taken care of.
This is going great. I'm having a lot of fun.
This is fantastic. Yeah, we're not talking about anything that has to do with this thing.
Let's go over our roles. Chance, co-director.
Huh? Sure. Yeah. Co-director, actor. I don't know.
Co-producer.
I've been known to be. I mean, I already said my other title, but you'll have to edit that out, so I'm not gonna
Chance, question.
say that. What's up, right now?
Where did Chance Versus come from?
Oh
Oh,
God.
so we should probably preface that with the fact that our first project we're working on, official project, other than sketches, comedic or otherwise, first project is an action comedy series we're working on called Chance Versus.
Yeah.
Go on.
So yeah, the whole premise behind Chance Versus is that it's going to be action comedy based stuff, a lot of Jackie Chan influences and how we're going to build the choreo. Then honestly, it just came from a desperate desire to be doing fucking something with my time outside of playing video games. So
Hey.
I have so much fight choreography experience that I'm just not using anymore. So
And
I think
acting
it was time to
experience.
bust it out. Yeah.
What was it about action comedy specifically, though? That's for a first
Yeah.
project. I feel like we kind of talked about that, but that's an interesting first start, right?
Yeah, I think that we're stuck with like, I don't know, the world. There's so everything is so edgy. Everything's edgy all the time. All the action is edgy. All the fights suck now, and like everything's in washed out blue and gray color palettes, and it's just like we just need to. I'm not seeing a lot of what I want to see, so I decided maybe we should just make it. So that's when I approached Shay about making something that's just like fun and cool to watch, because like there's just not a lot of people doing it. So yeah, that's kind of where that came from.
That's cool.
Yeah, and I've been trying to get Chance to act with me in edgy shit for a long time, but I agreed with him wholeheartedly when he brought this idea to my attention, like this kind of the starter stepping stone action comedy, something a little looser, but more technically sound, not your stereotypical Hollywood action sort of situation. And I've been right there neck and neck with him this whole way, setting up this whole project.
Yeah,
And it's
It's been
been
a long
good.
time coming, right?
yeah, it's
Yeah,
exciting.
well, I mean, we've known each other for what, 8 years, 9 years?
It'll be. I think it's 7 or 8 years this year, but yeah, long
Yeah.
enough that we
That-
wanted to do stuff.
Yeah.
I think the whole time probably. So
Oh, we've talked about arts ever since we've known each other.
Yeah.
So it's
the long nights at the liquor depot.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think one of the best parts though is that you guys have like accumulated part of yourself. Like Chance has done a lot of acting, and you've done a lot of other things that I think coming together now is going to be a really good starting point.
I agree.
Yeah, like the experiences we've had over those
Yeah.
7 or 8 years or whatever.
Both
can now
artistic,
come
but in
together to
very
make
different
this thing.
veins, for
Yeah, yeah.
So
Our
we'll
respective
find out though, and I'm
experiences.
excited to see
Next
where it
time
goes.
on
Yeah.
Dragon Ball
Well,
Z.
I've actually been very encouraged by the feedback we've been getting from the couple of sketches we released already.
Mhm.
A lot of positive feedback, and I was saying that as well, is that it's nice to see people responding the way that they are to what we're putting out, because it's kind of reinforcement that what we're doing that we find funny is in the same vein as what other people find funny, but it's also just a little bit more different than your everyday stuff that is on TV that is like overproduced or funded by way too much money and nitpicked by executives and all that stuff. And here we're kind of blessed with this this self-starter, raw ability to just do what we want, what we find funny, and knowing that other people find it funny is positive feedback for me.
Yeah, it's nice that it's no secret that like the internet has been a really cool equalizer in terms of like entertainment and putting out entertainment. I think like there's so many guys doing just like dumb, funny shit, but yeah, that isn't tainted by like necessarily like budgets or schedules and whatever. And it's kind of cool to get to make whatever you want. Unfortunately, like YouTube and everywhere is like just mired in just shit, and they get like that was from a few years ago, but like every 2 minutes there's like 48 hours of material uploaded to YouTube.
Yeah,
so
it's
there's
a
so much
lot
to go
more
through.
than that now.
Yeah, but it's so cool that that exists at all, I guess, you know?
Yeah,
it's just like it is anywhere else now. Like if you wanted to be an actor before, you flooded LA and you prayed somebody would see you, and now it's just online instead. I mean,
Yeah,
You have to
Totally.
become
Any-
whatever your own
anywhere in the
home.
world, put out what you want to put out, and
Exactly.
you can increase your odds exponentially just by expressing what you have
Yeah.
to share.
it's just a matter of just like being there and making it and doing the thing and grinding and fucking grinding and going long enough that people at least get a chance to see you. And if you've done
Yeah.
it for long enough that nobody sees you, then fine, maybe you can quit. But like, fuck, PewDiePie's gonna hit 100 million followers this year. He's just some dude. Like,
Yeah.
there's so many YouTube channels like that with tens of
I-
millions of followers.
I
There's some dude.
respect PewDiePie. I do not understand him at all.
Mhm,
And
yeah.
how
Yeah.
this person is that popular on
Yeah.
that scale, that level, to me is just baffling because I personally, and like I said, no offense, I can't sit through one of his videos because it's just not stimulating enough for me.
Mm.
But I mean, that's great. Good for him.
Yeah.
Congrats. I mean, he's
It's
a
not
namesake on the platform.
enough. Yeah, but I don't. Yeah, I'm just kidding. I get that though for sure. Yeah, because all he does is review memes now. Like
Yeah.
he started off playing horror games and screaming high pitched, and people thought it was funny. And then like sometime a couple years ago, he just started reviewing memes, and that's like he's built an 8-figure empire on that. You know, and that's
He
just,
jokes that all of his followers are 9-year-olds though, so like he has
Like,
a lot
he's
of
in on
jokes
it,
and
you
like,
know?
yeah,
Yeah.
he knows.
I mean, he's
Mhm.
doing something right. We're talking about him,
Yeah,
so.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There you
you're
go.
thinking about it. We're
just
talking
some
about it.
dudes and Krista.
There you go.
To be fair, for the Chance versus Project, we do have another female member. She's just not here this evening.
And the first villain's female, so
No,
And the first villain is a female.
there's some female presence.
Yeah, we're gonna keep her name out of this for now, though.
Progressive.
not
Yes.
a lot of melanin going on, but we'll get there. We'll figure it out. No worries. Yeah.
Step by steps.
Yeah, we're,
Yeah.
yeah. Our wokeness is it's coming slowly but
Jesus
surely.
Christ.
I'm not wrong.
Troy, why don't you? Oh my goodness, pardon me.
It is getting late.
It is late. It's like what, 7:30?
9:30.
Oh my God.
7.
Mhm.
Troy, tell us a little bit about yourself. What inspired you to be here?
Well, I am Troy, and I'm a baker. I don't really have any acting experience. I don't really know much about filmography, if that's even a word.
I think that's a word.
If that's a word, then that's great.
Yeah, we'll go with it.
Mostly, I just wanted to. I've known Chance for 20 years,
Almost,
roughly.
Wow.
That's a long time.
So yeah, and I don't know. He's always been an actor, and through him I met Shay. We all went to the same. We lived in the same city, basically, and I think that's how we all know each other. But I think the biggest part of me wanting to be here is just to socialize, to spend more time with my friends, and just learn some new stuff. So that's basically the reason why I want to be here. So.
You know, I never get tired of telling this story
Mm.
about Chance and I.
Yeah.
Such a bizarre situation. We both come from the same hometown, granted different schools, but did all the same stuff.
The
same
town's
kinda-
only 30,000 people big, by the way.
Yeah,
It's not huge.
we performed at the same theaters. We performed on the same instruments in the same places. We both did the same form of martial arts from the same teachers. Never met one another until we bumped into each other working at a liquor store in Edmonton after we had both moved away from home.
Mhm.
Just the most bizarre turn of events that we just happened to rub shoulders at a place downtown Edmonton, Alberta. And I'll never forget that day. You walked in, thumbs in your backpack straps,
Mhm.
just like, "Are you from this place?" Yeah. "No way, me too." "Did you do this?" "Yep." "Me too." "Did you do this?" "Yeah, me too." How did we never frickin' meet before now? Seriously.
Oh man, yeah, it's
Just
crazy.
the weirdest crap. Yeah. And
It's destiny.
just been a bromance ever since.
Totally.
Just love and
So
art.
many Super Smash Bros.
Super
days.
Smash Bros. Love it.
Yeah. Bro, I know.
And
Yeah, it's
then Krista,
What's up,
you can have that microphone there.
Mike?
I mean, you're a little dragged into this because
A little bit, yeah.
You're
Half voluntold.
yeah.
Yeah.
We're together,
We are.
much to her chagrin. I basically told Krista that she was going to be our head of social media development,
Yeah.
and she just rolls with it, which
Yeah.
is great.
Yeah. It's all good. You support me in my endeavors. I support you in yours.
And
So
I greatly appreciate it.
you're very welcome.
So tell
And I'm
us-
having fun as well.
Good.
Doing a little bit of acting it's been fun.
It is fun.
Yeah.
You're a fucking natural. I didn't see your walk off.
We did look at
Until
a couple
today.
of your
Yeah.
clips today.
And,
Oh, nice.
Chance and I did some more pickup shots, and we watched all of the walk-off scenes.
Yeah.
And literally, as soon as you did that one, the sad walk-off,
Yeah.
it was the same situation as when you actually did it. We all just looked at one another, just like,
Oh.
it was devastating.
That's what I was going for.
Yeah, it worked out.
Yeah.
It
was
worked
great.
very well. And then we filmed a section that just mocks the shit out of it. So it's gonna be
Nice.
great.
It's gonna look
That's
good.
awesome.
It's going to
Yeah.
be fantastic. It's going to be hilarious, I hope.
Yeah. And when we get a little clicker board, I already
A slate?
Yeah, a slate. Sure.
Yeah.
That's the
That's the
technical
word.
term for
That's
it.
the word.
I
Sure, no
already
Professionals here.
yeah.
All of us.
I already told Shay that I'm gonna be the
Oh, she's
Nice.
the slate
I love
lady.
the slate lady.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
was like, "Can I run the
Slate?
slate?" And I was like,
Yeah.
"Yeah, I don't think that would be a problem." She's like, "Cause I want to run the slate."
The analytical part of me is like, that's my job.
Yeah. So we have a slate person. Troy's been picking up a lot of our audio and video management as well for our sketches, so that's been good. He's been learning a lot there. Brett, we kind of met through this mutual finding of peoples,
Yeah,
seeing as you're
no similar humans.
a sibling.
Yep.
And I really respect the artistic side of your life, and I've wanted to be a part of that and work together ever since I found out that you were into music and the arts, and so here we
Mhm.
are.
Here we are. It's good times.
Yep.
That's been a blast so far, though. A couple months in. I didn't even realize that. It's been 2 months already.
Yeah, it's been a while.
February.
Time
It's crazy.
flies.
We got projects coming down the pipe pretty quick, actually. Just
Yes.
given that, I mean, you know, we've all never worked together before on projects, so this has
Mhm.
been pretty cool to like pretty quickly just go, yep, this is what we're doing, dates, scheduling, everything just seems to
Yeah.
the ball got rolling faster, I suppose, than I expected,
I
which
think
is exciting.
that anybody
So
expected. Yeah,
Yeah.
this
Yeah.
has been excellent.
I think that's
So-
a lot of help from Shay, though. He's just kind of like been pushing it, and we've just all been falling in line, and I think that's
Yeah.
great.
Thanks,
so.
buddy.
Yeah.
This is what I live for. I live for the arts, man. I live
Yeah.
to be around artistic people and people who want to work together on these types of goals. So I'll gladly push, knowing that you
Mhm.
guys are all willing to be there and are having fun doing it. Like if anybody was feeling miserable at any point, I would be pulling back. But really, everybody's been so positively involved and dedicated and showing up to do, like tonight, showing up to do these pickup shots, showing up to do these podcasts. It's just been really uplifting for me, and I can't say how much I appreciate everybody being a part of this situation. I'll keep pushing, knowing that you guys are having fun.
Aw, shucks.
Yeah. it's good though.
Yeah.
It's always good, as you said, like Troy, you said it was like just something new, right? Something creative. Same thing for me. I've never really done any, acting specifically before. Done a lot of like music work and audio work and stuff, but different flavor, different vein. So it's cool. It's good, and being able to contribute in something kind of fun and exciting.
And you're hilarious.
Oh, well, that comes from
Brett
you.
is-
So
Brett is hilarious. His takes. He's pulled out accents. He's pulled out costumes.
Yep.
I can't wait to see more of. And same with Troy. Same with Krista. You guys coming from completely different veins of life. I mean, you and I similar artistically, musically, production wise, but I also have a lot of acting background coming from like high school and from my youth, and seeing you guys take on these roles and how creative you're getting with it
Mhm.
and how excited you are to try new things
Yeah.
has just been so much fun for me. The accents alone, Chance pulling out that Russian because he's been working on it, Troy just like wanting to do like homosexual characters to their
I want
like
to, yeah. It's gonna
dramatic
come.
to their dramatic extreme, just like deadbeat to total asshole. Krista straight up like basic bitch to extra bitch characters, and Brett, like, what we got you British, German, Australian in one sketch. Like,
Yeah, that's right. It was. Yeah,
like, this
that's true.
It's been so
It
much
was
fun for
three,
me
yeah.
to watch you guys play with those kind of scenarios, and I feel like there's a lot more
Forgot about the
coming
German
down
guy.
the pipe that you guys have to offer. So it's been great.
It's been good.
Pitch in a little, Chance. Come on.
What?
You're falling asleep
I'm
over
tired,
there.
Yeah.
man. We were supposed to do this. We weren't even supposed to work today, and we
Yeah.
filmed a whole bunch of shit, and now
I'm
we're doing a
sorry.
podcast.
I know.
Like,
Next,
fuck, I don't know.
next
I'm tired.
Week, next week is the hangout week.
okay, sure.
This, yeah, I know. This
Yeah.
definitely turned into something it wasn't supposed
Yeah.
to, but
I don't know what you're expecting me to say. I don't know.
I don't know. You've got a lot of experience. I was just hoping that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. There is something special about the first, like when you're first getting into acting. I mean, because it's just fun. Then you're not, you haven't been inundated with messages about how it's supposed to work yet.
Yeah.
And shit like this is fun because you don't need to do character work to be a caricature of somebody. You just go in, you throw on a funny hat and an accent, and just say
Scarf.
some bullshit, and it works. It's
Yeah.
awesome. It's
Mhm.
funny.
It's
you
fun.
know, that's like the beauty of this. That's why people who do SNL can be somebody different every fucking week, like 3 different people every week, and it still works somehow.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
because like they're not supposed to be deep characters. The script is the main, like the script and like the high beats of the acting. None of this other stuff down here. None of this like we're not going to be Ian McKellen's about our comedy sketches. Like we're not
Yeah.
going to read the script 1,000 times. It's like, okay, go, and then we'll come up with new shit on the day. Like that's so fun.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
even
yeah.
today, we just filmed something. We just thought of it, and then we filmed it, and then it worked.
Yeah.
Like, and that's just
And there
that's
was
the most
there
fun.
was probably some gold like in that, in just some of the shit that we just like made up sitting at the table while the camera was rolling, or
Yeah.
while we were
yeah.
waiting for it was, I don't know. I love comedy for that reason, like it's like we were talking about with like Judd Apatow shows, like anything with like Seth Rogen in it, any of those types of movies, like they know the plot points that need to happen and the key bits in the conversation that need to happen, but fuck, there must be so much improv all the time.
Yeah.
So fun.
Well, and that's something that working with you finally, and
Mhm.
acting with you too, and doing these little improvisational bits, is it's refreshing, knowing how in sync we are.
Yeah.
Right, like there was that whole there was a whole bit we did when we were filming a response to, I can't remember what it was specifically, but for a lot of the stuff we've had somebody marking it, right? Like, okay,
Mhm.
here's your point, respond to that. And there was 2 or 3 moments in the footage that I've got captured where you and I responded in exactly the same way at exactly the same
Yeah.
time. Like our pacing was just exactly the same because we have a lot of the same artistic history,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And we watch a lot of the same kind of stuff, and it was so organic, and it was so cool for me to be
Mhm.
sitting side by side and for us to just be able to look at each other in sync or do that action in sync
Yeah,
with
yeah.
like no prior rehearsal, no prior planning.
Totally.
It was just so refreshing knowing that we can make this work on that kind of organic level,
Mhm.
and we're like, what was that, like our 3rd time sitting down together?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're
Mhm.
lucky to have found that, to be honest, because it's really there's often so much like growing pains, and I mean we'll find the growing pains in different ways, but it's nice to know that those ones
Yeah.
are gonna be there. It's like
And it is nice for me because I always fretted a little bit that like if you and I started working together that there might be like those kind of artistic, like maybe we wouldn't mesh, maybe it wouldn't work, maybe we wouldn't be like on the same level artistically or in our responses and reactions, and so far it's been so easy.
totally.
It's been so organic and it's been so much fun.
Yeah, totally. I agree. No, it's been awesome. I'm excited to see, like, I was just reading a thing today about, a year isn't a lot of time. Like, people are like, this is 2019 is going to be my year. I'm going to do so much. It's like, no, you're not. But you will do a lot by 2024 if you
Mhm.
keep doing the things you started in 2019. And
Yeah.
I'm so excited to see, like, where we go from, like, in the 2 months we've been, where we're at the beginning of 2020. And then, where we're all at the beginning of 2024. Like, it's interesting. I don't know. I'm excited, especially
Well-
because it's going so well at the beginning.
And I feel
Yeah.
like there's a lot of progressive potential here for sure.
Mm-hmm. Totally.
Like you said, 1 year isn't any time at all, basically.
Mhm.
And we've only been 2 months, and it's already off to a good start. So,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean,
All the little
Yeah.
things just keep compounding.
Yeah.
And
and if
Yeah.
we continue,
Yeah.
which I hope we do,
Yeah,
and
we'll
it'll
just
be a
keep
snowball.
finding our rhythms in various ways and stuff, and it's just
And hopefully everyone else likes what we're putting out too, and that's
Yeah.
the biggest thing.
that'd be nice.
So
And and that's one thing that I've been getting a lot of positive feedback about, even about, like, we have 2 sketches out, and one of them was literally just like we were having a writing session night, and here was a stupid idea after a couple of beers,
Yeah,
and it was
awesome.
so well received. Like in the first week, over 100 views
Mhm.
for us starting from scratch, like
Yeah.
with no audience. That was phenomenal to me.
Yeah, so awesome.
And then outtakes from that too. People responding well to just watching us be human and fuck shit up.
yeah,
Like just like okay,
yeah.
they're like, oh man, like that was really good. Like that must have been so simple. You had 2 cameras running. It's like no, we had 1 cell phone camera running. We did all of his takes, all of my takes. Like I drew 50 dicks that night. Like seriously. And they're just like, oh wow, I never would have guessed that. And then you see the outtakes and you see like this montage of me drawing dicks. Like this is what it takes, the time and
Yeah.
dedication and
Dicks.
to a
and dicks.
2-minute
Yeah.
sketch.
Lots.
Yeah.
It was 1 minute. It was
Oh, 1
the first
minute,
one was
yeah.
1 minute and like 6 seconds or something like that. But it was 50 dicks worth of footage.
Just getting pummeled.
Yeah.
Yeah, so many dicks.
But that was what was hilarious was that people responded well to that because it was artistic blue collar humor, you know,
Mhm.
or no, not blue collar, blue humor,
Yeah,
and it just worked
totally.
because it wasn't just like somebody saying dick. It was like an artistic breakdown of someone's misunderstanding of what they're doing.
yeah.
And that's a lot of the feedback I've received is that like you
Yeah.
guys took a dick joke to a different level,
Mhm.
and like sure it's been done before. I mean that it was all based off of things that we've seen in the past,
yeah.
but it was still something refreshing for people that it wasn't just like a shock value word association of somebody saying fuck for a laugh or dick for a laugh.
Yeah.
It was a drawn out like no, what do you okay.
Yeah. We're basically Aaron Sorkin with
Yeah.
our writing skills, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
So yeah, and then it's nice to go from that to now starting the interview sketches and still having people respond positively.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
this is funny. This is funny for you guys to be interviewing a character that's a total asshole,
Yeah.
right? The straight up like 5 questions, answers, go fuck yourself,
Mhm.
and then it's just like, you know what?
Good job, Troy.
You know what? You're hired because we like your guff.
I know what a pubic wig is.
Yeah,
Counts.
It's all
Yeah,
about
that
the,
was
It's all
funny.
about the prereqs, you know.
That's right.
Oh, man.
In that case, it was about what you knew and not who you knew.
Yeah.
Or maybe at some point in the past, you knew somebody who educated you on that fact, and that's what got you the job.
True meritocracy around here.
Yes.
How long have we been running here?
About half an hour. About half an hour, I'd say, almost.
You'd say half an hour?
I'd say at least 20 minutes. At least 20 minutes.
It's good. It was a full day today.
Dude.
Yeah.
29 minutes.
29 minutes.
Hey.
Okay, well, let's call that a
Good job,
first one.
team.
Do you want to do exit shit?
Sure.
I mean, we should say something.
Should we
Cap it off.
do a quick one-word story?
No.
This could
Chance-
go south real fast.
Chance, start us off with a one-word story.
Don't
But-
say anything racial, Chance.
What? I don't
Chance is
even know
1/6.
what race means.
Chance is 1/16 black, so
A
he can
quarter,
get away
believe
with
it or
saying...
Oh.
I'm as black as Beyonce. I'm pretty sure she's only a quarter black
Wow.
too. I think. I can't verify that. Please don't sue me.
Only from the
Jay-Z.
waist to the knees.
Let's see here. Hey, I see what you did there. That's sick.
No,
Oh yeah, sorry.
I feel like-
That's irrelevant.
I feel like a start or an end to the podcast should always be a bit.
a bit. You say?
I feel like we should add a little bit of artistic flair into it. Give something.
this is gonna be a
Give people something to sit through the nonsense for.